Hey guys, it is Andrea. So today I am going to be, excuse me, I'm dying, doing my rewind spread for October. Super excited about it. I'm going to be using this FrankHeartsYou kit, which is so pretty. It is like Cinderella themed, which I love. So pretty. So let's go ahead and stick this in here. Okay. So pretty, so excited. Okay, so this page is completely done. Put this in here. Cute. And then there's like some sidebar stuff here. I think I'm going to do a monthly bills section on top. And we're going to do the, let's do the silver. And then I'm going to do a monthly to-dos. Actually I'll actually have this too. Ooh. I think I'm going to do the monthly to-dos still. And then I'll do the dark blue. And then I'm going to do, I think I might do the little November and this little silver, like just full box. I have a little bit of space on the bottom, so I might just fill that with, oh, because this is one. Oh, there's two. Oh, poop. Does this work here, actually? Yeah. I haven't used any of these kits yet, so this has a little section here. I think I might just use this other full box here and stick this kind of overlapping this, I guess. I don't know. I don't really want to waste that because I'm going to use it in the spread. I'm going to put down, let's just put down some of these. No one will notice, right? This one, I'll put another one on top. And then I'll just center this. For my little month at a glance for the next month. Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to go in and actually plan out my rewind spread. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go in and put in all of my date covers. But first I am going to put this one, I'll put this on the 10th because that was Brian and Kirsten's wedding day. And now I'll put in all my date covers. Okay, so now that I have in the date covers, there is a couple little things down here. So there is a little Halloween sticker. So I am going to go ahead and I'll zoom you guys in just a little bit. Put this in down on Halloween. Like that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open this up and mark down the kind of parts that I have to section off. I think that these are all like pretty long. So the first thing that I need to mark off is whenever Nick's parents were here. I'm trying to see if there's any shortened ones, if they're all the same length. There's like a ton on here. Like I will be saving this for future spreads. And Nick's parents were here the 11th. Just gonna do that. I'm gonna grab my X-Acto knife. I'm actually gonna close this again. I might want to do this like 2-ply, if that makes any sense. So do it just so it's a little thicker because these are very, very thin strips. With the glitter, it looks good. I'm gonna do this. And then they were here through this week. That's cool. I'll just leave it like that. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and mark this out again so I could do all 4. So I have one that's all 4 length because they left on Wednesday, but then we left. So, oops, that's crooked. There's a lot of strips on here. Definitely will have extra. This was an a la carte add-on, so you don't have to purchase this if you don't want to. But I think it was pretty nifty. And then I'm going to mark out all the way to Saturday. So I'll just grab some more of these. And one more. Oops, this is a long one. And then this is for whenever Nick and I went to Denver. I feel like there's like some real stuff going on outside my window. I feel like I could hear like helicopters and like other noises. Okay, and then I'm just gonna trim this because it's a little bit too long. Okay, perfect. Then I have some extra strips. I actually could use these because Bria and Bruce were here. Actually, I don't think I would use them. I'm just gonna grab some more strips. So Bria and Bruce were here the 28th on. So again, I'm just gonna grab more of these. Cut this. Layer it on top. Perfect. And then I'm going to turn it over, and then for this day I am just going to use what I had left over because they stayed through Halloween. Okay. Perfect. Took a little bit, but I think it is going to look super worth it. I do want to put this little celebrate sticker on the 10th because that is when Brian and Kristen got married. I'm also going to do the travel time on the 21st. And then I'm going to do, let's see, all my bills I'm going to put on the 27th. So I'm just going to stick that on there, and I'll just put one in because I pay them all on the same day. So I'm done with that, done with these. I do have some other things I want to mark in here. The first thing I want to mark is on the 1st was our move-in day at the new office, so I obviously want to mark that down. So for that, I'm going to use, we'll use the little car icon. Okay. And then I want to put in, I usually put in all the dogs' like month anniversaries, so I'm just going to take 3, actually I'll just take 2 of these. And layer these on top. And then I'm just going to take a Shoshana sticker, which I have abundance of, an abundance of, and stick that there. And then I'm going, sorry, I'm going to put in, we had like a last minute bachelorette party for Kirsten on the 9th. So I'll do the little, like, martini glass, and then for their wedding I'm going to do the heart and a light blue little guy right there. Just do the heart like that. And then to mark the in-laws arriving, I think I'm going to use flags for these. So I'll do a little flag this way and maybe a little, that's fine. And then whenever they leave, I'll use the same color to mark that. So I'll go ahead and put this here. And then when I left for Denver, we'll do a blue one like this. Coming back from Denver, I'll use the same flag this way. And then for Bria and Bruce, I'll use the purple. So I actually only need one, so I'm just going to put one here. The only other things in here is I did want to mark 2 months till Nick and I's honeymoon in here. Actually, I'm going to use a different color. I'll use the purple. And that is on the 23rd. We're going to be on our honeymoon on, like, going away for Christmas. It's like the only available date for what we wanted to do. And then on the 31st, I have a countdown, but I'm not going to put it on there because I don't have any room. And then the other thing I wanted to mark was our Halloween party. And I'm going to do that with this color blue on here. And that was on the 29th. It was just a little Halloween party. It wasn't even really a party. It was more just like a game night. But that's okay. Put that in there. And the only other thing that I think I wanted to mark was going to the Denver Zoo. Nick and I went. It was super fun. So I'm going to put that in there. And for that, I think I'll just use a little asterisk. And I think that's everything I wanted to mark. Oh, and then on the 12th, I'm also going to just mark our 9-year, 8 months. And for that, I'll just do the other heart. So cute. So I'm done with these. Oh, I have paydays too. So I'm just going to mark paydays on Tuesdays. Like that. And then I'm done with these, but you could save these for other spreads. And then I do have 2 little pieces of deco as like a little freebie sheet. And I think for this, I'm just going to put it maybe here. And maybe here. I think this turned out so cute. Let me go ahead and fill it all out, and I'll be right back. Now this is everything all filled out. I think it turned out so cute. So now I'm going to do my monthly overview of my spreads. So this is the week with Eternal Sleep, which I love. This was a white space spread, and all that happened this week is we did move into the new office. So we've been at the new office for a month. It's super awesome. We're all like moved in, and I just love having our own office space. We did have our office in another building before, but this is like feels more legit, I guess. I don't know. I'm weird. Then there's this week with the Glam Planner Mystery Kit, and this was my first time ever using one of her full cover spreads. And the reason I used this spread was because I was feeling really lazy this week. Was I sick this week too? Or no, maybe I was sick this day and I did my Rewind spread, and that's when I was starting to get sick, and I'm still sick from when I did this spread, which is insane to me. This is Brian and Kirsten's wedding kit. I think this turned out really cute. I did white space this week, and I just love the way that this turned out. I think it looks so pretty, and this was such a fun week just in general. This week was another week that I was sick. I tried to sleep in and kind of like work with it. Nick's parents came on this day and was here through this day, and then we went to Denver. I felt a little bit better, but not like totally better. So we went to Denver, went to the Denver Zoo. This day is the day the internet failed, and Etsy was like all over the place. And then we came home from Denver this day. And then this was last week, and this turned out so cute. So Bria and Bruce were here from Friday to then Tuesday, and we had like a little mini Halloween party, which was more of a game night, like I said. I went to the dentist, and I am a third of the way done with Invisalign, which is really cool. And I am still sick this week. So I'm pretty much sick all of October, I feel like. So that was my October kind of overview. I love this kit and the way that it turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I will leave FrankHeartsYou link down below. I love their stuff. I have a bunch of kits planned for, I believe, December with their shop. So love it. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.